human from another galaxy. A pathfinder.
I don't need an army. I've got a Krogan.
Go right, it'll be fun.
This is exactly why we came.
Cover's blown, run!
They want to fight!
Hey guys, welcome back to Let's Play Mass Effect Andromeda. We are just about finished with the Havarl side quest. What is this?
Automated protocols activated. Deploying forward station.
Oh, okay, that's what I was like. What the hell is that? Alright, so we're up to 73% viable. That's almost, isn't it like 80 or 90% viable at the first place we went to? We've done quite a bit.
An alien, able to use Remnant. Never thought I'd see such a thing.
Nothing's coming to you.
My aunt had a remnant artifact she learned to open and close. But it took her many years to achieve it. She was never able to do
I want
it
to do a
reliably.
scan. I'm concerned.
It was a great deal of concentration, and she couldn't explain.
Pathfinder Rider, you have done something remarkable here today.
I certainly have.
Succeeded where Zorai failed.
Esmus, what are you doing down here?
Renewing old bonds.
Well, I'm glad.
Was enlightening. I saw an alien working for us when we had given up. We have isolated ourselves for too long. Perhaps there is a balance.
Yeah, brought I brings the societies back together.
I think.
Tavos, I wasn't expecting to see you, but I'm pleasantly surprised.
I've learned a lot in a short time. The Rokar want simple solutions, but nothing is ever simple or certain.
That actually reminds me of an old political observation.
Those that were killed could have realized this. But after everything I've seen, I have to hope that they aren't lost forever.
This curious memory transfer.
Reincarnation.
Whatever it might be, I aim to devote resources to studying it. Maybe one day we'll find the truth buried deep within our superstitions.
Yeah,
What do
business.
your projections say? Is Havarl going to be safe?
We've already seen improvements. They're small, but statistically significant.
That's such a scientist thing to say.
Time, the planet will heal. There is some space here at Dameol, and we'll need extra hands to monitor Havarl's situation. Will you extend an invitation to your people? We'd
I was
like
actually
to make
wondering,
one
because I was making it
help.
viable, whether I'd be
I'll
able
pass
to...
it along.
Then I'll leave you. I have some numbers to analyze. Can you believe it? For the first time in years, they excite me.
Alright, 78%. And I've reached level 13. Alright, and so that should be just about everything. I do believe this gets us back to where we are able to head on. Move along, back to the shuttle. Alright, we can get some nickel on our way out. So yeah, I need to go back here. Oh, I can just for some reason I thought that since that wasn't a deployment pod, I couldn't fast travel there, but I certainly can. Let's get moving. Return to the Tempest. We are headed out.
Leaving Havarl. Bridge is yours, Pathfinder.
So how'd you guys like your just like hanging out on the Tempest while I ran out and did all the work? Alright, so first of all...
Cal says Evra is waiting for your call, Pathfinder.
Pathfinder, you have new email.
I figured I probably would. So, there it is. Like, one of these should be the email torrent. Right, the Asari refugees on Eos. They made it. I know where their arc is. Let's talk when you're free. So, Cora wants to talk to me. Thanks to that remnant storage box from Eos Vault. Need for one particular piece of RIM tech is complete my project. Scanner located what I need on... My scanner located what I need on Vold. Okay, so actually Vold is the next place we're going. So, PB... I actually wasn't planning on taking PB to Vold because I just took her with me to this place. But Oh, now I kind of want to if she has something she needs. Next is approved request for a multidisciplinary team to be for Havarl, aka Habitat 3, to assist with the Angaran efforts. Primary team members Dr. Hawkins McIntyre, Zara Kassan. Okay. Okay, and she's ready there. Who started a regular poker game, try to improve their skills to beat me. It's PB's idea. They even wrote poor Jarl into it. So I won't be needing a raise anytime soon. I believe there's going to be an infusion of funds coming my way. If I was on promotions, it'd be a big goofy smile right here. PP the Peeved. Your doctor's one of the nosest sorry I've ever met. And that's saying a lot. She needs to take it down 4 or 5 notches, or it would be long for this show, which would be too bad, I think. Oh, never mind. Hey, Pathfinder. Just hitting the point again. Our team? No place I'd rather be. And here's where we gotta fix things. As soon as we have people on the ground, I'll have eyes on how to get them what they need. This sort of just make it happen is why I joined Hustle, and exactly why I came here. We'll do it. Heads up. First thing I did after Aya, figured out who to talk to, because we all know the ones in charge, they're not on the ground. Jarl had some pointers, and I got some names from smaller Angaran colonies. So, well, it'll be a while before they trust us, but it's about exposure. Saw it all the time at the crisis response, especially post-combat zones. Low Consul Havarl, see any messages from her? It's just me reaching out. Pathfinder, I know I said something about back channels, doing what I have to do. But on the Nexus did bad during the bad times. Got a lot of us used to ugly things because survival just isn't that pretty. But in the end, I'm here to help you. So anything you don't like, I won't do. Simple as that. Oh, I have so many emails. Oh wow! I just looked over at the chain. How many of these are? Thank you so much for helping Ahmed discover what happened to his sister, Amara. Somehow, finding out where she went has eased his mind somewhat. Trying to make his last months comfortable by keeping him happy with the decisions he's made. I would never have expected such generosity and understanding from a stranger. Makes me wonder if we made a mistake isolating ourselves. Such narrow experiences we have. You've given us much to think about. Rida? As part of overseeing the crew's mental and physical welfare, I thought I sent along the following tips of a balanced diet. Given the large amount of exercise you probably get these days, it's important that your body receives the best nutrition as it needs. Sorry guys, I don't mean to yawn while I'm trying to read, but it's just, the voices take a bit out of me, to be quite honest. Pathfinder Rida. Manifest of items that were brought aboard your ship, the Tempest. Blankets and bedding in the venture. Unfamiliar alien bedding is insufficient or uncomfortable. A small number of personal projects that are bits and pieces of Angaran tech and weaponry. 25 jugs of nourishment paste. This will be needed to replenish regularly. Armor, including a 2 Rofjen. Unknown alt cape suspenders, and equipment to repair them. Vials of salves, creams, and perfumes. Comprise your science officer with those ingredients if that is required. I also brought my personal weapon, the Ket rifle. I've been issued an Omni tool, which I'm currently calibrating. Pathfinder Ryder of the Human Initiative. I've heard privately from Ephra, the leader of the Resistance. He's very impressed with your level of the scientist in Havarl, and I've made sure he knows that you played a key role. Maybe he already said these things to you, and if I know Ephra, he probably hasn't. As for me, I've learned a lot about trust. Being on this team, letting myself be open and trusting you and the others. I've learned that trust is more of a feeling than a science. It seems like universal truth. Universal. Get it? I'll try and be even more trustful in the assignments might change my life. Pathfinder, you should help with something Handley's working on. I don't fully understand, so let her explain it. She'll brief you when you get here. Padromos. Proud of Havarl. I mean, sure, living there would have been fun, but that planet is one pterodactyl away from a Jurassic fun fair. But what we did for the Agar go a long way in making us good neighbors. We need that, especially with the Scourge restricting the neighborhood. Security is training up on what the locals knew about the local fauna. Outpost or not, Havarl helps. Okay, Costa also want to talk to me. Come on, you got a minute? Got an idea I want to run by you. Might help deal with the craziness around here. Dear Pathfinder Ryder, my brother Dash was my best friend, and it still pains me he's gone. But I won't build that future here in Andromeda together. But knowing that our family pendants are united does my heart good. When my wife and I settle here and start a family, our firstborn will carry my brother's name. And hopefully he or she'll become a new best friend. Aww. Thanks for talking. Things feel better, although it doesn't feel fixed yet. Remember to take time for yourself too. Work's important, but so is time to grieve. Grief and fear cannot rule you. Let them be your faithful servants, protective of their mistress. Loss serves a huntress like the fuel serves fire. Okay, I think these are ones I've already read.
The discovery of Aya was just what we needed, Ryder. The Angaran scientists have been so generous in sharing their wisdom. It's been amazing.
Angaran expertise will be a tremendous help to the initiative.
We were certainly hurting for it.
We certainly were.
I'm thankful the Angara were willing to risk working with us.
I'm afraid not all of them are quite so friendly.
Some give trust easily. From others, you have to earn it. I'm confident we'll get there.
Okay, nothing
Let's
new.
get back to things.
Sounds good.
I do want to check in with everyone and just see what they say. Because I've said it before, this is my favorite part of the Mass Effect games. It's just...
Sam's been compiling our star charts. The other pilots on the Nexus will have plenty of new trails to follow.
You can drop the charts off the next time we're there.
Funny. A few months ago, that station was like a war zone. Flying was my only way to escape the chaos.
And now you look forward to going back?
A haven, just as it was meant to be.
Every good space station needs a big lake. Maybe some fountains.
Indeed. Even non-amphibians need a little water. Regardless, the worst threat to the whole initiative is still that monstrosity.
You mean the Scourge?
I still see it crippling the Nexus in my memories. I had to train other pilots in hazardous flight techniques just to look for food and water. It's a cage that eats good ships and good people. Helios won't be home so long as it's a threat.
It's a huge space anomaly. It's not going away in anyone's lifetime.
If we could somehow neutralize it, or if our ships had defenses against it. Still, that's what we do, isn't it? Find a way.
I mean,
where
that's
there is
that's
enough.
kind of the essence of
Just see
humanity.
the Nexus for proof of that.
Wait, I didn't get a chance to verify you don't have
Bill?
anything.
When are you cleaning up that repair on the sensor console?
I'm not. It's a redesign.
A redesign? Without a trained crew?
I'm trained and it's working great. Don't be so uptight.
Everything okay?
Oh, fine. Fine. Don't worry about it. What can I do for you?
Yeah, what was that about Gil?
Couldn't help overhearing you and Gil. It sounded pretty heated.
He likes redesigning things, but the ship was built this way for a reason. I wish Gil would respect that. It's nothing to concern yourself about, really.
Tell me something else about the ship.
O'Connell, our systems designer, was running a power distribution model. How power moves through
Okay, I
a
think I've
ship.
heard this before.
But he forgot to lock his terminal, and we, added a few embellishments.
Kitty.
For 2 days, poor O'Connell was convinced that turning on all the bathroom lights would overload the engine core.
What do you think of the rest of the crew?
Cat.
Vetra's very kind. She actually got hold of some dried seaweed snacks for me. Said I needed feeding up.
I'll let you concentrate.
You know where I'll be.
You have AVP outstanding, Pathfinder.
An AVP? I don't even know what that is. Loadout state. I thought that... Yeah, that's the escape pods. So where is... PV is down there for some reason. Okay. I mean, people don't have to be where I expect them to be. Yeah, that's certainly fine. It's just, it threw me for a second. And I need to get to the... Is the video room on the other side? It may be. I know I have to go up to get to it. Hello, Lexi.
Yes?
Okay, nothing new from
I'll
you.
let you get back to it.
I'll be here if you need me.
Well, you need new conversations if you need me. Okay. So we finished that. So I have... a few more credits from Apex missions. Financial... I do... I mean, most of these are just... I guess mining operations is probably the best. There we go. This way I get them faster. And then I need to go up here and have my call. Oh, there's Liam. For some reason I thought you were down below.
One hell of a trip this is turning out to be. Hostiles, ruined worlds, no home in sight.
It's like old times.
Everyone's getting toasty. There was a 2-hour argument yesterday and no one even knew how it started.
That's not good.
Luckily, I have the perfect way for people to unwind. Movie night.
Will just watching a movie make people feel better?
Being with friends, having fun, and not thinking about how screwed we are? Yes. It's worth it to jumpstart everyone's pioneer spirit and all that. The Tempest database is pretty dry. Could you download a movie library from Nexus Ops to see what I've got to work with?
If I have time.
Thanks. Everyone will appreciate it.
I mean, yeah, that sounds like a pretty easy fix, and it requires very, very little effort on my part. So,
Recon channels already, Pathfinder.
okay, so here's the real point of coming back here.
Commander?
Pathfinder, Joel's been keeping me updated on your adventures, your good deeds on our behalf.
I meant them. I want you to know you can trust me.
You went out of your way to free that science team. A selfless act. But your true agenda is clear. To explore Aya's vault. Joel says you want to help find the Moshae. Why should I let you?
I'd like this to be the beginning of a strong relationship.
Keep your promises, and little by little our bond might grow.
What do you mean, might?
We managed to trace the Moshae to a special Kent facility on Vold.
Why special?
These facilities are protected by a dynamic shield tech we haven't been able to crack. We're close, but its ability to adapt outstrips the speed of our current processors.
Pathfinder, adding my processor to their program would no doubt make the difference.
Ephra, I can help. Respectfully, this time you need my help.
Respectfully, the Angara don't need anything from you. We take care of our own.
With the processing power of my AI, I can guarantee the shield breach.
AI? Of course, that makes sense.
He's physically connected to me, and so I need to... well, I want to go.
It was risky to be honest about your AI. And honesty makes you different.
Awesome.
I hope so.
You're welcome on the mission.
Hooray!
Thank you.
I'm included.
The team will meet you at our base on Vold. They'll take you to the Kent facility. Stay strong and clear. Goodbye.
Giles said he wanted to see you.
I feel as though Ryder is definitely a person who is not going to be intimidated about his AI. He's not going to be ashamed of it. And frankly, he's kind of going to have a attitude of, this is who I am, this is how I get stuff done. I'm not going to apologize for it, and I'm not going to be embarrassed by it. If you have issues with AI, then fucking get over them. All right, awesome. Celebratory mission? No, I don't ever actually play these. I feel as though... Alright. Get those taken care of.
So, you've gained Ephra's trust. No easy feat.
I still don't think he likes me.
That's just his way. You should be more worried about the...
I am worried about the Rokar, actually.
It seemed like you had experience with them.
I know their leader, Aksul. We studied together under the Moshai. But unlike me, he was a good student. The best, actually.
Then he knows about Remnant?
He did.
Yeah, did something happen to his brain or his
Give me the
memories?
short version.
Aksul was captured by the Ket. He spent a year in a forced labor camp before he managed to escape.
That's why he hates aliens.
Yes, he suffered greatly.
I mean, I'm sure he did.
When Aksul returned, he no longer cared about the Remnant, or anything, except destroying the Ket.
That's a sentiment I can get behind.
Resistance.
Aksul's not the type to follow orders. And I think he was bitter we weren't able to rescue him.
I have to wonder if the Ket let him go.
We didn't give them much thought. But since your people arrived, his cause has grown.
Yet we were able to convince one.
I convinced Ephra I'm not a threat. Maybe I can do the same with Aksul.
I admire your courage. But Aksul's dangerous. And
I do have a feeling it's going to be very hard to convince Aksul.
he'll make you want to kill him.
I have to try.
If Helios is to be your home, I guess you'll have to deal with the Rokar one way or another. There's a recluse on Havarl who escaped with Aksul from the Ket. Her name is Tholdir.
Oh, I just left
You
Havarl.
might know how to contact him. I'll send you the...
Because I do actually want to deal with this. It's a shame I didn't come find you sooner. Because I don't think I've really talked to you.
Is there something else?
A few more questions, if that's okay.
Well, we won't know till we try.
Can you tell me more about the Ket occupation?
Yeah, what am I dealing with here?
It's a difficult subject. I'll answer what I can. I may get emotional.
Have the Ket always been here?
No. Some, like the Moshai, are...
What is the Moshai? I know we're looking... I know it's a spiritual leader of some sort.
But I don't. Nor do my mothers.
And the Archon?
Wait, mothers?
We think so. Resistance intel on that is unclear, and few have seen him in person.
And lived to tell?
And lived to tell.
So how'd they get here?
When the Ket came, why didn't you fight?
They didn't give us a reason to. Until they did. Then it was too late. Perhaps you think we were weak. But the Ket are ruthless. They are masters at knowing exactly when and
It is interesting that the Ket made their hostilities clear to us. Just because... And I say that because the initiative would have totally worked with them. I mean, we came here looking to make peace with the aliens, but the Ket made their hostility very clear very quickly.
What's living under the Ket been like for you?
Do you really want to hear about these things? They're painful.
I asked, didn't I?
It's like living on unstable ground. Every day brings more horrible news. I part company with someone not knowing if I'll ever see them again. When I was a boy, my father vanished from my life.
Wow.
One horrible day.
Was he in the Resistance?
No. He was a technician at a mine. He went to work.
So he wasn't even a combatant.
Come home. That happens for an Angara child somewhere, every single day.
Well, enough about that. I want to learn more about your species.
What would you like to know?
Well, first of all, the whole thing about how you like live off the sun. Are you plants?
How long have you had electromagnetic capabilities? How did they evolve?
No idea. Biology doesn't interest me, but I'm sure you can easily read up on it.
That's disappointing. No biology at all?
How do your eyeballs work?
Okay, I get your point. Maybe I can find an Angara doctor to ask about your... whatever.
Although, I used to know some facts, like the origins of our vestigial...
Hey, lay it on me. Tell me everything.
Oh yeah, humans have a coccyx, a vestigial tail. And I have webbed toes, just a couple, but Sarah doesn't. And she had wisdom teeth, but I didn't. Now you.
No idea.
How many colonies do you have? On what planets?
Since the Scourge, we've managed to survive on a...
That actually sounds like almost a scary question.
What we know from before the Scourge is mostly oral history. We did have spaceflight, and the stories tell of 5 original colonies.
The Angara seem so open and free with their feelings.
Except for you.
Are we? We're certainly not ashamed of our feelings. We're taught that feelings and beliefs should live on the outside, where they can be dealt with, honestly and openly.
Don't people get hurt?
Of course. Then everyone deals with it. That's the point.
Fantastic.
Is there a central Angaran religion?
There are many variations. An almanac could give you an accurate number. But if you are a believer, the essential tenet is, after we die, we are reincarnated.
All right, reincarnation.
To make our families strong. Born from what was before. Blessed to be better than before.
So effectively...
Are you a believer?
No. Yes. Sometimes. I don't know if it's the same for humans. Sahuna, my true mother, is a firm believer.
So it basically, I mean, we have a much the same like philosophy of the goal of every life is to make life better for your children than it was for you. Or at least that should be the goal. Actually, that reminds me, I mentioned this earlier. There's an old political joke that they kind of reminded me of in terms of the Rokai are looking for simple solutions. And it said that conservatives look for the simplest solution to a complex problem, but liberals fixate on the complexities and never arrive at a solution. So, and it really kind of comes back to the idea that too much of either kind of ruins the pot.
You studied with Moshe Sefa. Is she a teacher or a religious figure?
She's many things. She's a clear thinker with deep knowledge and insight. She teaches and inspires. She's beloved. I love her.
I'm going to assume he doesn't mean love.
People are willing to die for her. She sounds pretty special.
She is. I hope you get to know her.
Well, enough about that. I'll see you later, Jarl.
Stay strong and clear.
I shall. And I shall. Okay. Jarl, how do I get out of your room? Okay, and then I also... I think PB was looking for me. Go down the ladder. I seem to remember PB was just kind of hanging out in this central area. But I may be misremembering. If I don't see her, which I don't, unless that's probably possibly her up there. Vetra and Sam. So she's actually above me.
Smart stuff up
All right, going on up. Yeah, we're going on up, going on up. PB, is that you over here? Kind of all by your lonesome? Yep.
Aya is a wonder rider, and the Angara are so interesting. I hope we make it back. I want to delve and explore and who knows what else.
We'll be back. We need the Moshai if we're to get into their vault.
I'm definitely sticking around long enough for that.
That was it?
Thanks for chatting. We'll talk again later.
You know it.
I thought she actually specifically asked me to come talk to her. And then she just says that? Pretty rude.
There you are. Gotcha.
Do I need to get Lexi to do a psych review?
Maybe. People have been telling me I'm crazy my whole life. Just dealing with some scourge issues. That Archon fella tried to warn you not to joyride into it, but you were just la la la. It was an act first, think later move. I respect it. Well, more like I resemble it. Hey, you play poker?
Come again?
Poker. Card game, bluffing.
Oh, I know what it is, man.
It's an age-old measuring stick of a person's character, fortitude, guts. Used to think maybe it was my calling. Turns out I'm just good at it. Never lost heads up. We should play sometime.
Maybe if we get a break from duty.
A little distraction can be useful. Let yourself wander a bit. You might come back sharper.
That's actually really good
Next time
advice.
we caught up and you're in the mood, I'm always in the mood.
All right. So all of that done. Oh, I could have just gone through there to get to Lexi. Whoops. PB, not Lexi. Lexi is up above. Let's real quick touch back down.
I'll lend you 30 if you pay me back by tomorrow.
Done. Thank you, Subi.
Someday I'll find out why you're always strapped for credits.
Yeah, I do want to go down there and find out who we can talk to the person that will give the nap points.
LZ in sight.
Again, I kind of wish I had gotten that information before I left this place, because this is a little bit... I mean, think of all the fuel we just burned. It was a lot. It was quite a bit. Okay, well, don't need to do that right now. Family secrets. Okay, so where are you? You are there. So that's probably the closest one. Let's just scoot up there and run into them real quick. Because I doubt this will be another major plot line, and I do want to finish it before we leave Havarl.
Cat! Protect Soldier!
I needed a nickel.
Targets eliminated!
They said cat, and then there were no cat. Unless these are cat up here.
Impressive!
Watch where I'm going. Stupid wildlife.
Ryder, Soldier lives near here. She's our best lead finding Axul.
Think she'll talk to us?
It'll take some convincing, but I think so. Cat! Protect Soldier!
Okay, yeah, I need... Well, that kind of sucked. Purely because of the angle I came in, there was no cover.
Cat! Protect Soldier!
Can I please get to some cover? Like, that is not how you get to cover. I've kind of such an awkward angle in this.
Cat! Protect Soldier!
Come back, shields. Because, yeah, since I can't take cover, the shields come back very, very, very slowly. I don't know what to do about it. It's very frustrating.
Cat! Protect Soldier!
Like, what do I do about that? I don't have enough firepower to get through their shields before they kill me, and my shields don't come back because I have no cover.
Cat! Protect Soldier!
Damn it.
Cat! Protect Soldier!
That worked better. God, there's a cat behind here too. I can't go through them because there's too many of them. But I can't stay on that side either.
Cat! Protect Soldier!
All right. So we are getting through a lot of the Chosen. Yeah, I would love to take cover. I would love nothing more. Whoa, gods. It gave me credit for defeating the Ket, even though I haven't yet. Okay. Okay, so we have finally gotten up to a point where we can take defensive maneuvers, which is good. Is that it? Okay.
They died fighting.
Aksul must have sent them to watch over Tholdir.
Well, and it went really well too. Okay. I do love how these are kind of naturalists and have all of this like very nature specific stuff, and then you just get up to it and you're like, oh, but they still have a lot of tech.
Locked. I'll override it.
That'll be a great way to come in. Don't be rude and go through her stuff. Okay.
Don't touch me.
I just want to help.
Your wounds, they're self-inflicted?
The cat. I can't go back. I won't.
Well, we already killed them.
Hush now, sister. The Ket are dead. They can't take you. We won't let them.
You sound like him. So confident. So sure.
Well, being a hero has advantages.
He saved me. Gave me a chance to live. And die on my own terms.
We need to find him, Tholdir. Ishare, brave one.
Well, she actually died?
Even in the end, she was devoted to him.
And Aksul's using that devotion to spread hate. The only other person who could reach him.
So this was a bit of a dead end.
Another reason to rescue her.
Come on, let's go.
Okay, so that was significantly dead end. At the same time, I'm glad we came and I'm glad we tried. I dreamt of the camps again. I thought one couldn't feel pain in dreams, but I did. My back ached from exhaustion. My skin stung from where they cut me. After I woke, I could smell the ket in my scars. Tarashe, I'm sending you a bottle of Dramagia. Shut up with the nightmares. I use it for myself from time to time. I know I promised not to bring it up again. She would come to stay at one of our camps. Havarl's jungles are dangerous. I like the idea of you alone out there. And it would be nice to have you near. Please, think about it again. I don't deserve your thoughtfulness. You know I would love to join the Rook share and fight by your side, but the shaking returns whenever I'm around strangers. It's better if I stay here. Thank you for the Dramagia. Last night was the first time in a month I did not read the cat. Seems you have saved me again. Tanovan. Okay, that's that. There's also this thing. Aksul heard more new aliens formed an alliance with wayward deserters. But to see for ourselves, it was worse than we feared. Multiple species of these new aliens. Even worse, they weren't just ruling our people. They were exalted like heroes. Where I looked, cowards bowed and bargained with these disgusting things. Blind to the reality that they had only traded one oppressor for another. I'll never forget all Aksul told us that day. All aliens are the same in the end. They want to take what's ours and turn us into slaves. The Rokar see with clear eyes and our hearts are pure. We want to come to these new invaders. We're the true resistance army. And one day all Gara of every world will know it. All right. Well, with that, I'm going to go ahead and save the game. Next time we actually probably start knocking out side missions. To be honest, you start getting our crew closer to us because they've asked us to do a couple of things, and you know what? I care about the problems that these guys are having, but gotta take care of my crew. Bros before aliens. See you next time, guys.